Hello, my name is Adam Ayari, and today I will be showing you the pros and cons of using city-states and culture as as a strategic means of winning a Civ 5 match. So the first step you need to take is actually choosing your character or Civilization 5 player or entity. For this, my group has chosen Catherine. Next, you'll need to choose the map size, which is continents. Uh, just as a heads up, the AI in the game thinks differently based on all the options. So you have to make sure to choose the ones that I and we are choosing. The third thing you will need to do is select your level of difficulty. This is going to be the number 2 on, as you can see on the screen, which is Chieftain. The fourth and final step will be to select the game pace. This establishes the pace of the game and how fast or how slow the other AIs or other characters will be making their decisions to lead their civilization to victory, as well as yours. Okay, so here we are in the Civ 5 world. Once you have started your gameplay or your new world, you will find that you have one settler and one warrior. The settlers are used to make your first city, and the warriors are used to battle barbarians and other civilizations and whatnot. These are key in making your civilization grow. Now, each unit has a different amount of movement tiles. Uh, Tiles are basically these hexagonal shapes you can find. These movements can be you can increase them by building roads in your city. Once you have basic knowledge of your world, you will have to start building and researching different units as well as different technologies to be able to improve your civilization and be able to make new things and new units. After this, you will have to start exploring. This is where everything comes in handy, everything you now know. You will have to make peace with the civilizations because you are not, both of you are not ready to engage in combat. Barbarians, you can complete quests for city-states, which earns you influence over them, which then makes the city-states your friends. So if you discover a city-state and they ask you to destroy a barbarian camp and you do it before any other civilization, then they will give you gifts and they will be your ally. And based on the traits that they are really good in, they will either give you faith, they will give you culture, they could give you new units, the list goes on and on. This is known as the technology tree. This is where you research technology, and as you can see, you'll find a number of turns. This is the number of turns it will take to fully research that technology. Different technologies take different amounts of turn based on the amount of science points you have in each, based on the number of science points you have. Although you may, for example, a very complicated technology you may have to research other technologies to be able to research that one. Okay, so now you have been able to find different city-states and maybe different civilizations. What you want to do here, as I said before, you do not want to enrage them or say something in the discuss option that will make them angry, because you may need them for future purposes. Now, when using city-states, as I said before, they will have different tasks for you to accomplish. The more of these you accomplish, the more influence you gain over them, and once you are their ally, they will start giving you resources and whatnot. As you can see, their trait is cultured, which means that if you're their ally, they will give you more and more culture if you still have enough influence over them. Okay, so I just found a natural wonder, and what this means is that when you find a natural wonder, it gives you different things. For example, you can complete it as a quest from a city state, or what you could do is it gives you like culture, faith, and whatnot, and that sort of makes other civilizations happy in other city states. A key thing to remember is if the city states have a negative if you have negative influence on them, they will possibly go to war with you. And then if you are at war with a civilization, all of their allies, as in city states allies, will basically, since you pledge themselves, they will, if you're their allies, they will follow you into war. The same thing goes for the for your enemy. If their city states are allies, they will declare war on you too. Thank you very much. I hope you found this tutorial useful, and I hope you really take everything you need from this, and keep in mind that this may not be the best way to win a Civilization 5 match, but it is definitely a good way to get started. Different ways to win a Civilization 5 match would be by domination, meaning you destroy all other civilizations. There's cultural, which you do by getting a lot of culture, and there's city states, which basically means that, UN, which is basically the at a certain point in the game, when all the Civilization 5 civilizations have been discovered, you form what is called the World Congress. In the future will be known as the United Nations. And at one point they will decide on a world leader, unless they have been destroyed by you, which would be a domination win. Um, and if they decide on a world leader and it's you, then that would be a cultural and city states win. Thank you very much. I hope you found this tutorial useful, and have a lovely day.